Welcome to another In the Shop. I'm Clay, and today we have Paul May again. I asked Paul to come up. He was delivering some equipment for us for our Overlander show, and I said, hey, while you're here, would you want to put in another truck? So
sure.
You said sure.
Absolutely.
So what did you bring in today for us?
Well, what we have here is our 2017 third generation Tundra that we picked up this last year. And it's been a workhorse for us, that's for darn sure. It has a lot of duties. And it turned out pretty good, I think.
It looks awesome. So it's obviously the four-wheel drive.
Yep.
It's the extended cab, not the Crew Max.
Yep, they call it a double cab, which
Double
I thought
cab,
was kind of interesting. There's the double cab and the Crew Max.
Okay.
The double cab has a 6-foot bed, Crew Max has the 5-foot, or 6.5 and 5.5 foot.
Okay. So yeah, you sacrifice a little of that interior space, but you gain it in the bed.
Absolutely.
And is that, I assume that was your decision-making process to go with the longer bed versus the extended?
Yes, it was. What we wanted to do is have as much bed space as we could for multiple reasons. One, for me to sleep in.
Sure.
We also work with four-wheel campers, and the Hawk model is the most popular camper, and we bought this as a platform to help our activities that direction.
Okay.
Plus storage and towing and a bunch of other reasons.
Sure.
We bought it as a marketing truck for multiple platforms, but we took it down here this last November, and it was one of the chase vehicles for the Kangaroo racing team.
That's awesome. And so that was what, your 50th anniversary Baja?
Yep.
Did you do anything in addition for the Baja run, or did
not a
just
thing?
Straight, not a thing.
Got in the truck and went down there.
Oh, that's cool.
So we had built it up pretty well for what we wanted to do, and I knew it was ready to go.
Sure. Well, what have you done to it? Let's take a look.
All right. So suspension, we went with the old Man Emu suspension, 2.5-inch lift in there. Also on the rear, to carry a better load, we put on Firestone airbags. So it's a full airbag system on there too. So that really helps out. Went with the 35 12.5 tires on the Method rims. Stuck with the standard size rim on that. And front and rear bumpers by Expedition One out of Ogden. NFAB steps. These are really not a rock crawling step, it's more of an access step. And a little bit of protection down there just in case. That's all we really needed.
It's already a really tall truck.
Yeah, it's already tall, and to get most folks in there, it takes a little extra. If I'm rock crawling this, I'm in the wrong spot. We added the Snug Top shell on it. It's one of the Sportsman edition shells, so it's got a 400-pound dynamic capacity. So
dynamic versus
static, right. So that dynamic means that weight in motion versus static being weight stationary. Big difference in capacities.
Sure, okay.
Inside we have an AT Overland drawer system. We put in a portable power pack for National Luna and some other electrical items in there, a fridge and such. It's big enough inside to carry 4 adults with no issues at all.
What is it like to sit in the back?
Not bad at all, quite honestly. Even, it's kind of funny, this Tundra is the first truck that I've had to scoot the seat forward in.
Really?
To make it possible for me to drive.
And you're a tall guy.
I'm 6'4" on a good day.
Yeah.
And if I put it clear back, I can't touch the pedals.
Anything under the hood?
Nothing really under the hood. We wanted to leave that pretty much the way it is. We hooked on some electrical.
Sure.
In the other vehicles that we've put together, we use our dual battery system. We stick that all under the hood, and we do compressor under the hood, and we do all those things in there. We decided to mix this one up a little bit, partially for our marketing, to show that you don't have to do those things if you don't want to. So we put all of those in the cabinetry set in the back.
You're running a winch.
Yep, it's a VR 12,000 winch. It's the value rated one. Which is their old M line, as far as I know, with the synthetic line on it. 12,000 pounds, it's a big truck.
Yeah,
you know, so
you need a big winch. I've ran that VR line as well, good winch. Yep. So you're running the cell booster.
This one here is actually our 2-meter. That was one thing that we were doing down on the Baja route, is everybody had to have 2-meter. There's lots of communications across the whole peninsula with guys running back and forth, and it worked out much better to have that in there.
So you went with 35s. Have you re-geared?
No, not at all.
Are you supercharged?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe.
Maybe. How does the truck do with the 35s?
Phenomenal.
Like, do you feel like you need to re-gear or supercharge? It would be nice, probably, but
none at all. I can take this on the open road, running back between here and Utah. be having a conversation in the car, look down, and I'm doing over 100 miles an hour with the thing.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the back. I want to see what you have going on.
Absolutely. We got the shell, so we could open up the sides on both sides to gain access further up in the shell. That's one of the things that really has been a concern of mine, is that, you know, getting in the back of this darn thing.
Sure.
We open up the back, we set it up with a full drawer system in here. And so in front of the fridge unit, we have a cabinet that we put in the portable power pack and compressor and inverter. And that's also where we keep all of our recovery gear, stuff that we really don't need to touch a whole lot.
Sure.
And that easily feeds our National Luna fridge and fridge shuttle. So now we've got fridge access here.
Nice.
And the guys at AT Overland were really nice. I drew this up on a quick pencil sketch, took a photo of it, sent it off to Mario, and he built this.
Yeah.
And we use this for both our first gen Tundra and this Tundra. It fits in both units.
Okay.
So we can
so
use it on multiple purposes there too.
And you have this tied down. That makes sense because you're using four-wheel camper.
Correct.
System, and then you use this. So does it use the same tie down system in your other Tundra?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So both Tundras have camper capacity, and they're 3/8 forged steel eye bolts in the bed of the truck. So plenty of support there, and we can move them back and forth and tie down the cabinet set in a matter of minutes. I can change it from this whole kit to full camper kit in about an hour.
Wow, that's cool. And so what do you got up top? Do you store everything else out of your way?
Yeah, so up top we've got a whole assortment of things going on up there. Up on the front we have Maxtrax mounts, using the Maxtrax pins and Maxtrax, of course. On the back here we've got the dual fuel can holder. Something new to our line, our Alu-boxes have been phenomenal. You love Alu-boxes. I love Alu-boxes a great deal. Easyon came out with a mount that will hold up to 7 of the different sizes of Alu-boxes in one mount.
In one mount.
In one mount. Makes it easy for transition. You don't have to bolt it down to the roof anymore.
Nice.
Easy, quick access and move it around. And of course, axe and shovel. We put a table underneath here, and we've got one of our 270 awnings on the side of it as well. We wanted to also show that we could put roof racks on shelves. It's not only an SUV style rack, but we can do custom applications for just about any type of size shell that you have.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I have one on
nice system.
The 2001 that went to Alaska, down to Panama and back, still rocking. Well, that's a super clean truck.
Thanks. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, thanks for bringing it in.
Thanks, Clay.
Yep.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you on the trail
someday.
Sounds somewhere. Good.